Hi everybody, it's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Vancouver, BC. And welcome, so glad you could come today. Let me just make sure that we are broadcasting live to all the right places. So there I am there, that looks good. Excellent. Okay, and then I'll just make sure I'm over here because I also look at my comments over here. So that looks good. Okay, all good and ready to go with our live today. So just make sure you're all here. Somebody will jump on in a sec and then we'll get started. Hi, Leanne, you made it. Yay, Leanne's made it all the way from Perth, Australia. She's my friend who lives in Australia. So glad you could come. We're going to get started in a second. Just going to wait for a couple more people to jump on so they don't miss anything. Don't miss the card. Hi, Diane. How you doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you coming. I noticed that my glasses, I sat on my glasses, you guys, and so now they're crooked, and so I have to take them in, but I never have to find time to take them in. So sometimes I'm like, is my head straight or my glasses straight? It's kind of a weird thing. Okay, so today we're going to actually be using a really adorable stamp set called, let's go over here, Easter Friends. And I'm going to just make this so you can sort of see it. If the light shines on it kind of funny. Oh, that looks good, right? You can see it there. There we go. So we got the cute bunny and the little chick and the duck. We got some blades of grass and some really fine lined sentiments, including Happy Easter. I think my favorite, well, I do love the bunny. The bunny is sweet, but I think my favorite is the duck. He's just so happy and he's dancing and oh, it's all good. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for coming, you guys. Oh, I'm glad you're doing okay. Sometimes okay is better than nothing, right? Okay, so we've got Easter Friends. And I did a card the other day using this. So this was my last Thursday's live. So if you want to see this video, all you have to do is look on my video link there in the page and you'll find it, or go to my YouTube channel. Okay, so really cute. There's the little bunny. It's a really sweet little layout. Okay, so I have one spot left for my Easter Friends class. I ordered some supplies. They'll be coming. We'll get them cut up and sent to you. The class is on, gosh, what month are we in? March 28th. And it's live on Facebook in a special exclusive group. Now, if you can't make it live, that's okay. You can always watch it later. So let me tell you what you're going to get with the class. You're going to get the supplies to make 4 cards. So all the consumables. You're going to get a full package of Subtles Designer Series paper. So it's 48 sheets. And I'll just show you. There's 48 sheets. So there's 12 colors. And there's 4 of each. So let me just show you. So this one would be the Highland Heather. And you can see that there's 2 with this design, 2 with that design, and then you'll turn it over and 2 with that design and 2 with that design. And it's in all the colors that are in the Subtle color collection. So you can see, I'll just spread this. So you got Pool Party and Paddle Pink and Say, sorry, I was going to say not Mint Macaron, but Balmy Blue, Mint Macaron, Sea Foam. So you got lots to play with there. So I'm just going to put this back because this is somebody's kit paper. So we get a whole pack of that. You're going to get either, depending on availability, you're either going to get the Elegant Faceted Gems or the Polished Dots, a full package. And they're so similar, you guys, like they're interchangeable. So you get one or the other. You'll also get half a roll of each of the ribbons in the Flowers for Every Season combo pack. So there's 3 ribbons in the pack. There's this really nice white, basic white. It's almost like a gauze ribbon. It's really easy to color. You can color it with any of your blends. Then we've got a twine, a baker's twine, and we've got a blue with a silver thread and a white thread through it, which is really nice. And then we've got this gingham ribbon. Now they say it's just jade, but honestly, I pair it up with soft succulent. I think it's really nice with soft succulent or any of the greens. Okay, so that's quite a haul, and it's $40 for the class, and that includes your postage. And today is the last day to sign up, and I have one kit left. So hi Ellie, hi Mo, I'm going to catch up here. Hi Jennifer, ×2. I think I've got everybody. Okay, so let's get started on our little card today. I actually based my card on a card that I made about a year ago, and this was the card that I made. And this one uses the Celebrate Sunflowers bundle, which is on sale right now for 20% off. And I really love this layout. And so I just duplicated this layout for our card today, but I'm going to be using the Easter Friends. So here's all the little bits that I started with. I've got, start with a basic white card front. So that's your 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and that makes our standard card in North America. Then I've got a piece of, 2 pieces actually, of the Subtles Designer Series paper. So Highland Heather and So Saffron. And I wanted these to be, these don't have to be the exact size because I'm going to be using the rectangular dies to cut them out. But I'm starting with a 3.5 by 5 and a 4 by 2. Okay, so I'm going to start with those. And then I've also got another piece of basic white I'm going to be cutting out. So that's 3 by 4. And then this is just your standard layer. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I've got a little scrap just because I'm going to be stamping an image on that and cutting it out. Okay, so that's all the little bits and bobs. So let's get started. I am going to start by embossing the 4 by 5 1/4 with the Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder. And for these size embossing folders, you do have to bring up your big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So I'm just going to turn it this way. You won't be able to see it all. Oh boy, you really can't see it. I'll raise this up a bit so you can see. Okay, so the platform that we need, or the sandwich, is your basic platform here. And then we're going to need plate number 4 because that's what we're going to use for our embossing folder. So let me grab it, and I'm just going to slide my paper in there. Now, you may have not have noticed, but I am offering the large machine at 20% off during March to match the special that Stampin' Up! Has for the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is 20% off. So you can get either one for 20% off. Okay, so I love it. See how quiet that is? Look at that. It just goes through like butter, right? It's so quiet. You like my ruler, Leanne? Yeah, it's a Stampin' Up! Ruler. When you come visit me, I might have an extra one. So when you come visit me, next year, I will put one aside just to remind me. You can have one, your own very own Stampin' Up! Ruler. Okay, so here it is. I love this one, because it's all these little cute little flowers, and it's so springy, and it's perfect for this stamp set, I think. All right, so next up, we're going to cut some, and we're going to use 3 sizes of the stitched rectangle dies. Okay, so I could measure these just to give you an idea. So the outside to outside of this one is 3 1/8 by 4 1/2. So that's going to be on our Highland Heather. And then we've got this one that's going on that 2 by, I think I said 4. And then this guy is edge to edge 2 3/8 by almost 3 1/4, 3/4. You'll see when you open up the actual die set. You'll see which one works. Okay, so what we need is a platform here in our little guy, our little mini boss on sale. We've got platform number 3. We've got our clear plate, and it's just a question of cutting all of these out. Okay, So let me just pop that on there. Again, this one goes through like butter too. I'm just at an awkward angle because normally I would have it this way and I'd be cranking it away from me, but I want you to see the platform. So got it going a bit the opposite way there. And then it's just a matter of running these through each one. I've got my saffron. Now I want to put the side of my designer series paper that I want to show or showcase facing up, because this is a stitched edge and I want the stitching to be in the right place. Otherwise, it's more of a, what's the word? Instead of being like a raised stitch, it's kind of the opposite. And I want it to be the actual raised edge here. Let's just get it right. The stitching to be showing. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Don't know if I'm making sense. Hope I'm making sense. All right. Okay. Here we go. And here we go. And run that through. Ooh. I'm going to turn this to the side so I can get it grabbed. Get it grabbed. Some dyes are a little bit stickier than others. This one, I think I've used it so much. It's just like, it takes a little bit of work because I just really used it a lot. And so, and I say a lot, I mean like every day almost for years. So sometimes they get a little bit harder to cut, but it went through. So there's my 3 pieces. Okay, so I've got this piece and that piece is going to go like that. And then we've got our focal point piece, right? So you can see it's following the same sketch, just a little bit smaller pieces. Okay, all right. So now we've got a piece of scrap basic white, and I am going to move down our camera because we have actually, oops, bring that towards me. We've actually stopped. We don't need our embossing machine, so we're okay. So I'm going to use basic gray, and I'm going to be using that adorable duck. So here's our little ducky. Isn't that cute? How cute is that little duck? Okay. And now we are going to fussy cut our duck. This is not a hard one to fussy cut. I am going to just want to leave an edge. Okay, so you always want to leave an edge around your images, and you're moving your paper, okay, and not your scissors per se. Okay, so you're just going to go around so you can see how easy. This is quite an easy little image to cut out. Just going to take me some time, but we've got time. It's a little harder to cut, I will say, on camera because it's not close up to my face. You know, right? How, you know, when you cut and it's sort of close to you and you're like this and you can see what you're doing. It's just a little bit further away. So it makes it a little bit more challenging, but you can see it's not a difficult image to cut out. So you can see, we just go around. You want to leave that white edge. And the reason you want to leave a white edge is if you try to go too close, it will look like ragged, because you'll never get it even on all sides. Whereas if you're leaving a little white, there's a lot more forgiveness. Okay, so you can see that we're just going around. And if you get like you've got this, it's too much paper, just cut it off. Okay, and then go back to your little image, and we're going to turn our corner. Hope everybody's doing okay these days. Hanging in there, as Diane says. Is this the cutest little duck? I like him because he seems so happy. And he's just dancing and having a good old time. Okay, so there we go. We've got our duck. All right. Now, I want to color my duck with some Stampin' Blends. So I'm going to use light So Saffron, and I'm going to use dark Pale Papaya. Okay, those are the two colors I'm going to use. Now, I could add dark So Saffron, but I'm just going to, on the little scribbled edges here, or the scribbled part, I'm just going to add my So Saffron. So I'm not coloring in my whole duck. Does that make sense? I want to leave a little bit of white space. I think white when you're coloring is a good thing. I have done this card with coloring in my whole duck, so I use dark on the lines and I use light other places, but just want a little bit like that. And then my papaya, I'm going to color his beak because I like this color. You could use pumpkin pie, but I find that it's a bit dark. I wanted to go with a very Easter color, and to me, Easter is very pastel. At least that's how I see Easter colors. Okay, it's not the cutest little duck. Okay. Hi, Roseanne. Oh, hi, Christina. Oh, you're looking at my jacket, the Stampin' Up jacket. Yeah. Is that what you mean? I think that's what you mean, Jennifer. Yeah. Okay, so here's my little duck. Is that the cutest little duck? All right, and then on my piece here, I'm going to grab my memento and the saying, sending warm and happy wishes this spring. So you don't have to make an Easter card. You could make a very fun spring card. These images would actually be really adorable for a baby card, right? Because you could do it any colors and it would be really cute. Little duck. Okay, so here's all my little bits. So next up, I'm going to go and start gluing. Now remember I embossed this earlier, so I'm going to glue this one down. Now you could use Stampin' Dimensionals if you wanted, but I'm just going to glue it flat to my little piece here. Okay. I like this because I could have embossed the whole front of the card, but I like this, this is a more raised image and gives more definition. And then we've got the plain white around it. It's just a simple little technique that's really good. Next up, we've got our Highland Heather. So our first rectangle is going to go there. Okay. And then we've got our little smaller rectangle. And that's in the So Saffron. I'm just going to lay that across, like so. Now you could grab that white ribbon that we talked about earlier, and I could color that. Let me just bring it in. We could color that with one of our Stampin' Blends. That would be nice. Or just leave it white. That would also be nice. I'm going to actually bring in the Gingham Ribbon. So here we are. And I want to just measure to get a little bit of a tail. So I want it to hang there, and then I want a little bit of a tail over here. So I'm just going to kind of blindly measure that. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to put these two together. And I've got a small piece of white baker's twine. This is, I think the pack's called Essentials Baker's Twine. I think that's what it's called. It's got all sorts of colors. It's got, it's got white, gray, black, vanilla. And I'm trying to remember what other colors it has. Is that it? 4? There might be 5. Maybe there's more of a lighter, like a crumb cakey. Can't remember. I think there's 5 colors. And I don't know why, you guys, I'm having a hard time tying this little knot. What do we always say? The hardest things to do are tie bows, right? And apparently tie a piece of baker's twine. I think it's because I actually got a little bit of glue on my finger. And so it's causing the ribbon to stick. I'm just going to measure this. We don't want it too long. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off so I can tie it a little bit easier. This is fighting myself. Okay, so just going to tie that in a little knot. Okay, there we go. And now I just want to trim that off because you don't want it like a squirt off. There we go. So we've got a nice little tail on it. And then these are too long. Too long. Too long. Okay. So then lay that across. And then I'm going to use a very, very technical tool, a piece of Scotch tape. Just plain Scotch tape. I find that the easiest. I'm actually going to move that over a tit. There we go. And then we've got our piece. Now this one I'm going to pop up. So we're going to grab our favorite thing, which is Stampin' Dimensionals. Here we go. Okay. So remember, today's the last day to sign up for the class. If you don't live in Canada and you want to take the class, you can purchase the PDF only, and you can cut your own materials and then join us for our class, for Ange and my class. Okay, so we do have an option if you don't live in Canada. And then our little duck. Here's our duck, my colored duck. Okay. And if you haven't used blends before, don't be alarmed. If you see the color bleeding through to the back, it's supposed to do that. And then we've got our little happy little duck. Isn't he cute? Move all that stuff out of the way. How cute is that little duck? Oh, is he on screen? There he is. I think I'm too close. Let's move him up a bit. How cute. Can you just see him? Dance, 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 dance. Just so cute. So that's that card. There is the card that I based it on. Same design. As you may or may not know, the sunflower is the national flower of Ukraine. And I also have a PDF offering. And everything that, PDF I sell, I donate the entire amount to the International Red Cross for Ukraine Relief. And then I'm going to match your donation, and then the government of Canada matches that. So for every PDF, we're going to end up with $48 donations. So that'll be awesome. So you can check that out in my links that are on, actually on this post when we're done. Oh, thanks, Leanne. Oh, hi. Hi, Helen. Nice to see you. Okay, so those are the cards. And of course, this is the one that I made last week. Oh, so cute. Our cards for our class are really cute. I'm not just saying that. They really are cute. All right. Okay, so that's that class. And then the only other class I have is $22, and it features the hand-penned suite of products. So you're going to get directions, PDF directions, and consumables to make 4 cards, including the envelopes, for $22. Or you can purchase the PDF, no matter where you live. Okay, so really cute. This is really simple. That's with that gorgeous paper. And then this one here, this is kind of cool. So I got this in a swap. Look at this. I've never seen this kind of card. Have you guys seen this kind of card? I don't even know what it's called. It's like a little, it's got like little tickets. Anyways, I don't even know who made this, but whoever did, it's really sweet. And then we've got this one. I love this with the little bee. Is that cute? Love these colors. Oh, yes, Jennifer, for the Easter Friends, you would buy the Easter Friends stamp set yourself, or substitute something similar. You might have something similar that you can substitute and just use the same kit, right? Cute. And then this one I showed you last week, which I really love. Love this paper. And then if you are a customer of mine, this is going to be the thank you card that you're going to get for your order that you placed in February. So I'll be getting those out. Isn't that pretty? Really pretty colors. Love the paper. Love it with the blue, the navy blue, really pretty. And then this was one of the cards from my PDF for in support of Ukraine. Okay. So those are the classes, and yeah, I think that's all I wanted to tell you today. So let me come back over and see what you guys have got to say. And here we go. All right. Anybody got a question? Hi, Kearney. I don't know. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you guys. Can you do me a favor? Can you, I'll post the link again, but that card that I showed you, this one here, yikes, where did it go? This one, that's part of my PDF. This is in a contest of sorts, and I'd really appreciate it if you could vote for it. The link is on our page, but I'll repost the link. If you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Okay, let's see. Anybody else got any questions? No questions? Okay. So if you want to join the class for Easter Friends, especially because it comes with all the products, right? You're going to want to sign up today. For the hand pinned, you can sign up until the weekend because I won't be cutting and mailing the kit contents till then. And the class for the Easter Friends is on Monday, March the 28th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you can't make it, that's okay. You can join later and watch the videos. All right, so I think I said everything. If you live in the United States, please visit my border buddy at stampstodiefor.com, Patsy Wagner, and she offers many of the same perks that I do. And so check them out, kind of a partnership, kind of a team. We're border buddies. Okay, so please jump over and have a look. And I think that's it for today. I don't see any questions. I think you guys are probably popping off now. So look at that, 27 minutes. We did really well today. I like to stick to 30. Okay, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. Thank you, Kearney, for joining me on YouTube. I really appreciate you joining me on YouTube. And if you could go over to YouTube at any time and just have a look through some of my past videos, I'd really appreciate that because I'm also trying to get up my watchable hours on YouTube over there. So lots of things going on. Okay, so thanks so much, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you all on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. All right, see you then. Bye for now.